Hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of Fallout 4 Alien Blaster Only. In this episode, we are going to leave some Somerville Place. Let's just not worry about the water pump now. Okay, so we're properly fed. Let's put the 27 in. Okay.
Huh?
So now that we're here, we can just head directly to Hunter Hudded. Yeah, so the marker is pointing us towards the CIT ruins and not the actual building where it takes place. Like, you're supposed to go to the CIT ruins, tune into your radio, then your radio beeps, and you're supposed to follow that to the Green Tech Genetics. But you can just go straight there. In fact, let's just run. Actually, let's not run. I'm vaguely concerned about how much power, how much fusion core I have left. Now, if I were to fly up to the Brotherhood of Steel, I would get a free fusion core. Right, because the armor that they give me does have a free fusion core, but that probably isn't super necessary. We have Mirelurks following us, but that's fine. When have Mirelurks ever hurt anybody? But yeah, anyway. They're desperately trying to whack us. Huh. Okay. Yeah, so anyway. What the heck? Okay, that's an albino rat stag, but for a moment I almost thought I heard a Yao guy. And the last time I almost thought I heard a Yao guy, I actually did hear a Yao guy. Oh, gotta remember, don't sprint. But yeah, so there's the one fusion core at the place at the Prydwen, and then there might be more fusion cores tucked away in like the ammo boxes. But there's also there's also other quests that I could do that would get me fusion cores as well. Like, for example, if I were to do Tradecraft, which I should do at some point. In fact, I could do it right after doing... Actually, yeah, this path actually does make some sense, come to think of it. So I go this way, I go up Green Tech Genetics, I do all that, I kill the Corsa, and then I leave and go to the railroad, right? And then I take Tradecraft. That way, going through the Old North Church, once to meet the railroad and once to tell them that I have the Corsa chip. It now is the one run, so therefore this will all take less time. I also probably don't need to worry too much about, like...
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, how much do I need to repair power armor? That doesn't need any. That sort of does. My torso doesn't. Where's my legs? They're calibrated. And they basically don't need it either. Oh no! Raiders versus cricket. Whatever will I do? Except pick up all their goodies. Could you not? Yes, because I'm in power armor, you idiot. Idiot raider. I am in power armor. I eat your bullets for breakfast. That would be really weird to eat bullets for breakfast. I guess you could say they give a blast of flavor. Ba-dum-ts. So anyway, you know, basic no-kill protocol generally applies with this area. It's essentially the same strat that I used in explosives only. Like I don't think I've had any other power armor based characters that were super limited in what they could kill. Now, if I wanted to go all out, hog wild, and really be efficient on these bullets, I could run all the way to Sanctuary. So I don't think I've actually released. No, okay, I haven't even done that. Technically, I could like release Preston and have them be at the Sanctuary and all that without any bullet shots, but it would take ages. And it wouldn't even 100% be like bullet shot free. Yeah, so as I was saying, doing... Oh, this is nearly empty. Yeah, so releasing the Minutemen and doing all that stuff. Not only does that require like waiting for ages to kill the Deathclaw, it also requires that I have to kill the 7 enemies that are actually in that building. Now, of course, I could do that with 7 bullets. I'm also fairly close to a crit, though a crit wouldn't be that good. What I'd do is I'd build up crits on the Corsa's torso, and then, you know what, Mr. Milo, follow me in. Oh, they actually walk in. Come and follow. And then they're not interested anymore. They're like, stairs? But I don't want to climb stairs. What am I, Mirelurk? So from here on I'll just sprint. Okay, that's a lot of damage. How about one of these and also one of these? Does that work? Yes? Yes, that works. Oh, I have the Milo cake as well. Excuse me. Now we do have all these explosions, but at least these explosions serve to damage them as well as me. Okay. Across here I do want to take a Psycho Jet, so that I can really quickly run past those things. There's a legendary gunner. We give no fucks. Okay, we'll take another one of these. Dodge the missile launcher. Dodge you. And we made it. Excuse me. Okay. Let's take two. Two stim packs. They'll do about 60% healing. But it'll also be quicker than anything else. So it would be pretty cool if, to some extent, if you take like two stim packs at once, it like heals you faster. Like maybe if you're under the impact of one stim pack, the next one might do 90% of healing, but like 110% healing speed. Alright, so what items can we use? We are under Buff Tats. We could be under Psycho Jet as well. Can we improve our stats beyond this? I could do this, but there's Day Tripper if I wanted luck, but I don't really want luck. I also still have those. I'll take the vodka because that's good. The perception. And just the psycho buff. Psycho buff or Psycho Jet? I'll just take the Psycho Jet. The water. Come on. Get back out of your healing thingy. Come on. Stealth boy, run out. Stealth boy, come on, you can do it. I want to aim at him and not waste bullets. There we go. Okay. Come on. Oh. This is getting just a little bit annoying. I'll pick the fat man so you can't use it. There we go. There we go, okay. We also got the Idiot Savant proc, so that's actually a lot of... Did we get the proc on the... Okay, I think we got the proc on the quest turn in. Level 24 is Hacker 2. And then a few levels later we get Hacker 3. Like at level 27. Yeah, we can carry that. And that too. Yeah, it was just level 24, okay. Alright, now that did use up how many bullets? 42 minus 12, so that's 30 bullets. So I mean, technically, also I think we can just leave. Yeah. Since I'm in power armor, I don't actually need like I don't need to go down the lift, so I don't need to do the password. I'll just leave them to their own devices. Okay, so we have 10mm bullets. That we'll have to do. We'll uncheck that. And I guess we'll just go by eye. Now, if I wanted to, I probably could. Also, excuse me, raiders. Don't mind me, just gonna run past. Totally fine. I'm also gonna steal off of your bait. Gonna debait your bait. And now we just run to the railroad. Now the railroad does need more kills. However, that's not that big of a deal because there's like the ghouls shouldn't require that many shots. We've got 2 super mutants there. I'd like to see how well they... Ooh, more Savant. Nobody either side of here. Sometimes you get enemies over here as well. But yeah, so would I rather spend 30 bullets like actually killing the Corsair? Or would I rather spend 7 potentially? You know, like, because even then I have the possibility of missing a shot in the Museum of Freedom. Also, what I think I'll do is I'll run through and then whoever follows me to the end, I'll shoot them. This way I'll be able to save a few bullets. Like obviously there's that one. Okay, nobody else is following. Let's... Okay, we're gonna go this way.
Huh. It spins.
Ah.
Oh, so it starts.
Wait, wanna go
with
even further?
R.
A I L R O A D. And now if anybody else follows us down, the railroad themselves will take care of it for me. Hello.
Right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. Who?
Why don't you tell me who you are?
You wanted to see
Okay.
I followed the Freedom Trail. Look,
if that's who told you how to contact.
Well, this guy called Carl.
I helped Carl out.
This will go a lot.
I just heard a...
Last question. One.
Well, to the point.
I need a Courser chip to code it.
You have what?
I didn't know we were having. Oh,
Deacon.
newsflash.
I owe you an apology. I'm Desdemona.
Yes, the
Fucking
Des.
diplomatic.
To hell with.
We're letting you into it.
Don't try.
Lovely.
anything, stranger.
Now, on our way out, we will be able to get the quest, like the tradecraft quest. That'll be the next episode, and it'll also be quite a lot easier than this one.
Nice.
Now, it does also surprise me that I have yet... Also, let's look inside these in case. It's 45. All of that stuff. Okay, so none of those had, like, fusion cores. It's not that big of a deal, but
Don't try anything, stranger.
still.
Oh, hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages. There's more going on than you know. Trust me.
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Fine.
All right.
Sure, take the chip.
All right, little Corsa chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
So while he does that, I'll see if I can get my
Hey, Doc.
I can patch you
illness
up
removed by this guy.
for a small fee.
Patch me up, Doc.
Now go over.
Sure. Health. And this will also remove our infection, which, even though it's not that big of a deal, it's still like one annoyance removed.
They've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait.
Now I've heard that once Tinker Tom says solve for N, you're like good to leave.
You institute bastard. I got you. Solve for N. Come on.
Like, it doesn't show up on the quest, but I don't
Show
know.
me that sweet bass note. Come on, baby. Then we got it.
Lovely.
We got the code.
So now we have all that.
Boy, yeah.
Good work, Tom.
We could save over here if we
Sure, I'll
wanted to,
hold up
which
next time, Dad.
probably is a good idea. No fusion cores in there. Alright, I'll leave my power armor over here. But it's funny that this place has a spot for power armor. Like a power armor box there. And it's weird because,
Hey, don't try anything, stranger.
you know, if the railroad is supposed to be all stealthy and subterfuge. It's also strange how this tunnel isn't connected to that catacomb area. Like, this is one big building thing. And this is in a similar style, but nobody decided to build a thing. Okay. Now, this is about half an hour into the episode, but while we're here, I'll put the 42 in. Yeah, so while we're in this episode, I think I may as well do Tradecraft. Like, that'll give me more ability to do the second run through the Glowing Sea. Oh yeah, also let's turn in the quest.
If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page.
You know, let's actually
You know
start
what's in
Tradecraft.
Yeah. I know.
Good.
Right.
The
That sounds like
Mashy,
slavery.
mashy, mashy, mashy.
So, I don't
Mash
risk
through
my
the
life for people
dialogue.
every day.
Mash through the dialogue tonight.
come here again if we need to meet.
So we get this quest. Come on. Yes. Level 25. That is chem resistant too. Okay. We also have an addiction. We have 2 addictions. Okay. I'll take that.
Hey, Deacon.
Hope you didn't mind the reception.
So now the only addiction we can get
Your leader was just being cautious.
is
But it's all good.
So tell me, why did you?
I've heard a lot of things, so I'm just gonna come out and say,
You got
Sure.
my attention.
I got then
Sign me up then.
perfecto.
Hi.
Got a few things to take care of. See you at Lexington.
okay. We have another ghoul. We have a legendary ghoul, if you'd believe it. Yeah, I'll leave that alone. Okay. Those ghouls are still chasing me. But that's fine. Once we're outside, we can outrun them. Give them the slip. Okay. Are they going to follow? They're not. Okay, well, that's fine. So yeah, the last thing for today's episode is going to be taking the power armor back to Diamond City. Because as you can see, there's only 3 fusion cores left. And having the amount of fusion cores I have, right, like only 3, one full core, one core that's essentially empty, and one core that's 70% empty. So I actually have about 1.7 fusion cores. That's not a lot to go through the Glowing Sea for a second time. So before doing that, I do kind of want to get the other quests. Now also, while I do have a lot, while I could get the T60 power armor right after, if I was to do Shadow of Steel and fly up and all that, which is probably an easy way to get the levels for XO1 and the Fusion Core, but still, I think T60 might be better than what I currently have. I guess that's one thing to look up off screen, if T60 is actually better than... Lovely. Yeah, so to see if T60 is better than modified T45. Which it probably is, but I would still want to be sure. I'm not going to be modifying the T60 though if I do decide to use it. So for example, I guess the main thing about this is, this armor is, like, it has calibrated, it has prism, and it'd take a lot of resources to put that onto the T60 and then the XO1, right? Whereas I could just wait for the XO1 and save some resources and be able to make the XO1 even better. As another thing, the synth retention quest is probably going to be sort of a problem for this character. Like, not really because I'm so tough, but I would still like to have good defense, I suppose. So yeah, we're nearly there. We'll have about 1.2 fusion cores, and that, you know, going through the glowing sea with that would definitely be pushing it. I do also have a lot of caps, but again, I suppose there isn't really any reason. Yeah, there's probably very little reason to worry so much about caps, because from doing ArcJet systems, if I ever reach level 41, I can then switch this alien blaster onto fusion shells, and then I already have enough of the ammo for that. So we are essentially very close to the end of the episode. Tomorrow's episode is going to be tradecraft. You know, just a normal do tradecraft while hiding behind Deacon sort of deal. Let's go here. Yeah, let's have these all be at max for the glowing sea. Nothing else we can do here. The next armor point we get is at level 28. And by then we will have the XO1. Or be on the way to get it. So that's that. How am I? So I'm over encumbered still. By about 3. But that's okay because I can drop off all that. Like this is my junk storage, and then this guy can receive all the stuff that I can sell, like the stealth boys, for example. Okay, 347 caps. Well, I was really overdoing it. And there's nobody else to sell to either. At least I'm well on my way. I could buy like extra stuff here, like another one of these. I'm not really low on like food or water. I'll buy that though. Yeah, so now I'll just sell everything like this. There's stuff here I can sell, like the Rad-X and Radaway. If I have that, yeah. I'll leave the one Radaway. I guess I'll leave the 2. Okay. But that definitely lets us run. And by the way, even though I have chem resistant, the reason why I get the Addictol is just on the off chance that I get an addiction to alcohol. The chem resistant doesn't actually do anything for alcohol addiction. So next, I should probably get ready as well for the next quest. Yeah, that too, why not? Yeah, so this will let me carry the most stuff. So yeah, that is it for today's episode. I will see you in tomorrow's episode, which will be Tradecraft, and then the one after that, which will be looting the Prydwen. So thanks for watching, and I will see you then. Bye bye.